All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, look, week 11 is here, all right, and the Jets are still a winless football club, right? 0-9 on the season. Obviously, New York is coming off of their bye week, but you can make the argument that the Jets lost the bye week with the recent news coming out about Sam Darnold missing more time, right? He's still dealing with the injured throwing shoulder that he suffered, I believe, against the Chiefs a couple weeks ago. Now, the original thought process was, okay, you know what, when Darnold initially got banged up, it was, okay, if he's not ready to go for the Pats game on Monday night, we'll throw Flacco out there, and then boom, he'll have, 3 long weeks to rest up for the Charger game. He should be good to go, but that's simply not the case, right? So Darnold's not 100%, and Flacco's essentially going to be, getting the starting nod for this upcoming matchup, right? Now, when you take a look at the matchup, Jets traveling across the country right to the West Coast to take on the LA 2-win Chargers. And I know the narrative with this Charger team is, okay, they're a 2-win football team with a rookie quarterback, with a coach that might be on his way out in Anthony Lynn, and they tend to blow a lot of leads. Who cares about them? But when I actually take a deep dive into this Charger team, man, when I look at this Chargers squad, I see a team that fights tooth and nail to the bitter end every single week. I get it, they blow leads, they've only won 2 games, but at the same time, you can look at it through an optimistic lens and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're only a 2-win football team, but the team that just won the Super Bowl, the Kansas City Chiefs, we literally took them to the very end of the game. The team that everybody's obsessed about, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we were literally dominating that football team in the first half, okay? If it wasn't for our mistakes, we could be winning these football games. It's just a matter of getting out of our own way. You take a look at some of the young guys on the team, the Forrest Lamps of the world, okay? The Kenneth Murrays of the world. I mean, Jeffrey Tillery, he's another guy that's really coming into his own. He's 24 years old. I didn't think he'd be this good this early, but he's entering year 2. The guy is really, really, really impressing a lot of people, okay? Obviously, you have Justin Herbert. I've been really, really intrigued to see his development down the line. I loved him at Oregon. I thought it was a slam dunk pick for the Chargers at spot number 6. All right, now I obviously am a little bit. I kind of go either way with Anthony Lynn. I like him. I just don't know if I like him as the role of head coach. But I love Shane Steichen. I think he's doing an excellent job being kind of that rookie offensive coordinator. So I look at this Chargers team. Yeah, they've only won two games, but the future is bright. I think it's just a matter of, more experience, getting out of their own way, and kind of learning how to win ball games. But as far as this matchup is concerned, we do have to, number one, we have to play or, watch this game with the understanding of the Jets flying across the country to Los Angeles, right? There's always that time adjustment, whether you're an East Coast team going west or vice versa, West Coast going east. We saw it a couple weeks ago with the LA Rams looking literally like the worst team in football. They looked worse than the Jets against the Miami Dolphins just a couple of weeks ago, okay? They looked atrocious. And I think a big part of that is the time zone adjustment. It just simply was not there. They just didn't adjust well enough, I should say, to look like a competent team. So as far as this game is concerned, again, I think it's just a matter of LA not getting in their own way. I mean, it's almost kind of become this religious thing, this religious aspect of the Chargers getting out to a big lead and then letting the other team just storm right back, almost Detroit Lion-esque. The Lions have that problem too. They feel like they're always up 14-0 and then the final score is whatever, 21-24 or something like that. It's eerily similar, and it was kind of funny too, because my brother back in when he would watch Herbert at Oregon, is kind of whatever, a little side tangent here. He'd always say, "Oh, Herbert, he has all the tools in the world, big arm, mobile guy. He can just move around the pocket. He's gonna come in and work. He's just like Matthew Stafford. I hope he doesn't have a lot of his same tendencies where it's so up and so down, so up and so down." I still like Herbert. I like where this Chargers team is going. But again, I think as far as this game is concerned, the Chargers just need to play a safe game. If Herbert just doesn't turn the football over, I think if they win the time of possession battle and the turnover battle, the Chargers should be just fine. As far as the Jets' point of view goes or is concerned, I think if I want to say, I really want to see the same Jets team that showed up against the Patriots. I really want to see that, but a part of me just thinks it's just not going to happen. I think the Jets might revert to their old ways a little bit and then just get blown off the field. I don't mean to sound like a pessimist guy here or a pessimistic fan, but I think, and I don't want to say that game was like an anomaly, but I think when I look at the Patriots roster compared to this Chargers team, I think the Jets are going to, and I get it, like from a record standpoint, winless team going up against a 2-win team, who really cares? It should, you know, battle two horrible teams. But when I look at the rosters and when I look at the coaching staffs, the Chargers are completely blowing New York out of the water. All right, so I think the Jets, man, I don't want to give it like a crazy bad score prediction here, but I want to say LA Chargers. I don't even really want, I guess I'll do it anyway, whatever. 31 Chargers to 20 New York Jets. I think the Jets are going to have a tough time stopping LA, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see if the Chargers continue to, you know, stumble along the way and continue to kind of, you know, trip on themselves and again blow these leads. So we'll see what happens, but there is a part of me that thinks that this is the week that the Chargers finally kind of catch a break, because they've had a tough schedule. They obviously play in a great division with the Raiders and the Chiefs. You know, I think this is going to be the week where the Chargers kind of take a breath and say, hey, you know, this is a home game. We're going up against the winless Jets. They're coming off their bye week, so we're going to get their best effort. But at the same time, they're traveling across the country, and we know for a fact we have better coaches in our locker room. We have way better players in our locker room. Let's just go out there and handle business, because the Chargers are definitely not a team that's, you know, openly trying to tank like New York. You know, with the release of Bell and keeping Gase and all this kind of stuff. So really just my expectation for the game is I really want to see the defense of New York kind of fly around the football field, kind of put out the same performance, I guess on a scale of effort like we saw against the New England Patriots, and really same from the offense. But I think the offense is going to struggle, actually. So that's kind of my thought process going into it. Again, I do see the Chargers winning, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on who you talk to, right? Which Jet fan you're talking to here. But I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting this channel. The Jets are a winless football team, but yet you guys tune into these videos. It means the world to me. So thanks so much. I appreciate it. And go Jets.